Ladies and gentlemen, the anti-diet movement and the pro-fat movement is the hottest new thing. No, really, it is taking over. Just look at this. Staying fat in 2023. Oh yeah, looking good. What if we showed all bellies the same love we show pregnant bellies? Imagine actually posting that. The body mass index is racist and sexist and it's bullying me. Now all of that is hilarious, of course, but it's actually becoming quite a problem because not only is this, middle-aged people, adults who are, lying to themselves, they're now coming for children. Yeah, that's not good. But before we go any further, ladies and gentlemen, this video is brought to you by Athletic Greens. Over the past few months, I've started every morning with my AG1 by Athletic Greens. I've decided to put my gut and nutritional needs first, and that's what I do every single day. I've always struggled to get in all my nutrients, my vitamins throughout my diet alone, and this is why I absolutely love AG1. And you know what? This is what's absolutely hilarious about this. I've tried all the others, but this tastes the absolute best. With AG1, I don't have to force feed myself handfuls of vitamins or kale. It's super simple and it's delicious. Athletic Greens always uses the highest quality ingredients, and AG1 is full of vitamins, minerals, it's dairy-free, it's full of adaptogens and antioxidants, it has a superfood complex, a mushroom complex, it has digestive enzymes. Safe to say, it is the best to support your gut health and your daily nutritional needs all in one easy scoop. It takes 1 minute once a day, every single day, and that is it. Ladies and gentlemen, if you follow the science, you know a healthy gut equals a healthy everything else. So get started today. Head to athleticgreens.com/Butterfield to get a free year of immune supporting vitamin D3 and K2 and 5 travel packs for free with your first purchase. Ladies and gentlemen, you can't put a price tag on your health, so go and check out AG1 by Athletic Greens. Now, back to the video. Now, being a fat kid absolutely sucks. I was one of them. I was a chubby little boy, and I didn't really know what to do about it. I tried dieting, I tried all of those things, but we didn't really understand back in the early 2000s about, the food pyramid and how you're probably not supposed to eat 5 healthy servings of bread rolls a day. We were never really taught that. We also were never taught about calories in versus calories out. We didn't really understand that stuff. So it's no wonder I really struggled to lose weight throughout those years. But that's why I'm doing Average Man. If you don't know what Average Man is, it's a brand new video series that I'm coming out with next week, and it's all about getting young blokes into the gym, eating healthy, and becoming better versions of themselves. You can check out averageman.com for free programs and free everything. I'm not charging anyone anything. This is all about actually doing something good rather than being a piece of shit. Anyway, plugs out of the way, go and sign up. I think it's going to be a really good series. I think you're going to enjoy it. I feel really strongly about this topic, and I know people get the shits and they're like, oh, why are you always fat phobic? Yada yada. Mate, listen, I understand how important it is to have a healthy body. All right, it leads to you being mentally well as well, and it's going to lead you to a longer life. And this whole idea behind health at every size and all that shit is lies. Lies told to you from people in your position. So don't trust them. The concept that fat people are healthy is ridiculous, but it's pushed everywhere. And there are even more extreme ideas being pushed, that exercise is actually just white supremacy. That's from Time magazine. What a time to be alive. There's an entire anti-diet movement happening right now all over the world, and the fatties absolutely love it. They get to be lazy, they get to continue to eat whatever they want, and they want people to cheer them on for being rotund. It's a pretty great life. Now, you shouldn't be attacked for being overweight. Most of us are. But if you're obese and you're encouraging other people to be obese and continue to be obese, then you may as well be encouraging them to smoke. It's just as bad. And kids obviously shouldn't be attacked for their size. I'm sure they cop enough of that shit at school. I know I did. But we absolutely shouldn't be encouraging them to be positive about their fatness. No, we should be looking at them saying, hey, sort that shit out, and talk to their fucking parents and tell them to sort that shit out. That's fucking child abuse. If your child, like I see these kids running around and they're 18 months old and they're giantly obese, and that's how they're gonna live the rest of their lives. Their parents need to pull their fucking heads in, mate. Encouraging children not to change lifestyle choices like what they eat and like the amount of exercise they do is disastrous. This is going to turn into an absolute epidemic when it comes to later on in life and how they will rely on hospitals to fucking continue to live. That's how bad and how serious this is. Their life expectancy will decrease because of the way that their parents are teaching them that it's okay to be overweight. But the media doesn't want to say, hey kids, your parents need to pull their fucking heads in with what they put on their plate. No. The media wants them to do this. New guidelines for treating childhood obesity include medications and surgery for the first time. And that's just insane and madness. And I guess it's not just the media. They are reporting on these new guidelines, but fuck, wouldn't you think with the amount of opinion pieces that happen in the media, someone would come out and say, hey, that's a bit insane. The American Academy of Pediatrics updated its recommendations on childhood obesity for the first time in 15 years. Rather than just saying, hey, stop eating so much, they decided to come out and say, oi, you guys need to get some medication into your system and some surgery. That's the only way you'll be saved. Obesity affects nearly 15 million children and teenagers in the US. I bet it's more than that. CDC data shows. Excess weight not only has physical health consequences, including type 2 diabetes and high blood pressure, but it also takes a toll on mental health. Not to mention heart disease and Alzheimer's in later life. But anyway, we'll worry about that when they get to it. But it's a nice change of pace for the media to actually recognize that there is a problem with that, because I'm sure these exact same media organization has put shit out about how great it is to be overweight at some point in the past. So good on them for sticking to the actual logical guns in this situation. Since the 80s, the obesity rates have tripled in children and quadrupled in adolescents. And why is this? It's the foods we eat. It's the amount of foods we eat. Some people aren't gorging themselves all day. Some people are just eating over the amount of calories that they need per day and thus putting on weight. It's so easy to do that. 2 Krispy Kreme donuts. That's 500 calories, right? If the daily amount of calories that you need to maintain your weight is 1,800 calories and you have 2 Krispy Kremes, well, you're almost fucked by the time you have dinner, right? And then if you want to burn that off through exercise, that's a 30-minute run. So obviously the choice here is to change what you eat. The new guidelines emphasize that obesity is a complex and chronic condition without a simple fix. Or you could just eat less. And also avoid processed carbohydrates and simple sugars and all that type of shit. Eat quality food, right? Meats and leafy greens. That should be the base of your diet. Intensive behavioral and lifestyle changes should be the first line approach. Good. But the AAP also includes recommendations for anti-obesity medications. Oh my God, imagine giving your child anti-obesity medications. You should be ashamed of yourself if you are a parent doing that. There's a few of these. Ozempic, Wegovy, another called tirzepatide, and they're all popular. They're quite popular. They're also quite expensive. As far as for kids, there's 4 anti-obesity medications now approved for treatment in adolescents 12 years and older. Orlistat, Liraglutide, Febudet, and I don't know how to pronounce them, but maybe we don't put our kids on drugs. Maybe that's not a great move. Now, maybe some kids are actually on drugs that makes them live a better quality of life, and that's an argument too. But surely you can help your kids lose weight without medication. Surely. For children 12 and up, one of the major changes in the recommendations is the inclusion of the anti-obesity drugs and weight loss surgery. The surgery itself is pretty simple. It shrinks the size of your stomach so you can't eat as much. But is that something you really want to do to a 12-year-old? Is it? What if they want to go on and do interesting things in their life? What if they want to be a bodybuilder? What if they want to be an endurance athlete and they need to eat and consume more foods? What, do they go back in and then they unstitch the stomach? Like, is that part of the stomach going to be okay? Is it going to be still living? In fact, there's more complications through this. Obviously, there's infection, there's bone disease, gallstones, renal failure, and nutritional deficiencies. Even mental health issues seem to increase after the surgery. And if they keep eating calorie-dense foods, they could actually continue to put weight on. This, much like giving kids cross-sex hormones when they want to change genders, is not something for children to do. All right, it's a life-changing decision, and they are not old enough to do that. Just don't give them so much for fucking dinner, you idiots. And as far as the medications, what, are they on that for life? Do they just continue to take that forever? What are the long-term side effects? I don't know. Do you? Like, does anyone know in this situation? Has there been longitudinal studies on these medications from children going into adulthood? I doubt that. And also, they never learn the fucking lesson. There's a lesson to be learned in losing weight, and that is, oh fuck, I was eating too much. I need to be more strict. I need to not snack all day. Across the world right now, there are people everywhere that are obese. It's a very common thing to do. But we keep trying to look for the easy way out, the path of least resistance. Some people try to go, no, I'm perfect just the way I am, and lie to themselves. Others look for medications, others look for surgeries. But the only way to actually address it is to make lifestyle choices. Be very, very strict with yourself. Only eat what you need, and then you'll slowly lose the weight. You need to be fucking dedicated to this shit. And it's important to do so because this is your meat vehicle. This is your body. You're going to have it for the next 80 years. You need to treat it relatively well. Abuse it a little bit. Couple of fucking pingers here, buddy, couple of beers there, whatever. But don't abuse it every single day for your entire life and then say, fuck, I need surgery. No, don't do that. Or if you do, at least make the actual nutritional changes as well, because you're going to need to do that because your body can't absorb as much nutrients now. I don't give a fuck what you do as an adult. I don't. You're an adult. Do your fucking thing. And let me know in the comment section what you think about this entire conversation. I just don't think we should be teaching children, A, that, obesity's fine and healthy. We shouldn't be teaching children that. And B, we shouldn't be offering them drugs. We shouldn't be offering them surgery to fight something that's so avoidable naturally without risk. Anyway, shout out to the fat kids out there. Hope you do well up until cross country later in the year. And then, sorry about that. That's going to be a tough day. But afterwards, it'll be all right. Go home and have a chocolate milk. Ladies and gentlemen, be a good motherfucker. Peace in the Middle East. Me dick stings. Tout au revoir. Bye-bye.